breaking out, I'm breaking in. I just can't help this state I'm in.
Well, I'm not sure. I haven't even put my sport coat on. I'm not sure what's happening, excuse me, on the internet's world, but for some reason the videos weren't playing. So this week you don't get to hear the fabulous Radiate song that we've been playing for a couple of years now that I love so much, written by our good friend Josh Manley. So I apologize for that. Things happen. The world moves forward, right? Yes. And what do we know? What do we know together? That you, me, all of us, each of us individually are an irresistible magnet with the power to attract unto ourselves anything, everything that we desire, everything that we have decided to have. What have you decided to have? Big question. We're going to talk about that a lot today. We have Caressa McElhaney is here with some words of wisdom, and Steve Apperson is here with a brand new song, and it's going to be an exciting morning. And I thank you all for joining us this morning here at the New Thought Spiritual Center. Workshop, Sunday celebration, symposium. We do it all right here in about an hour every Sunday or whatever day it is that you're watching. We're so happy that you have brought your consciousness here to match up, to vibrate at the same time in the same way with us today. And it matters not if you are with us live or you're watching at another time. What matters is that you're with us. Who is the New Thought Spiritual Center? What are we all about? Let's watch this video. If the video works, we'll see. If not, I'll talk you through it. These are our statements of principles. Have a watch. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if it works. I'll push the button. And back to me. That is our statement of principles. I think what's happening is there was a little rebooting going on at the producer director's house, and I think that has had them lose a little control. So I might be pushing the buttons this morning. So who knows what will happen, because it's been a while since I've pushed the buttons. Anyway, those were our statement of principles, and every month we highlight one of our statement of principles. And this month, I've been sitting down most of the month and being a little relaxed as we've gone through it, but I do have our sign this week. Vision statement. Our vision statement is the highlighted statement of principle that we have, and that is vibrate at the speed of the divine. What the heck does that mean? Vibrate at the speed of the divine. That means everything is energy, right? Everything is made up, and Einstein has said this in his way, and Tesla said it in his way, and many others might have as well. I just know those two examples specifically, that all is energy, and all is about the vibration and frequency that we exude because we are just energy. And, excuse me, our thoughts are energy and a vibration and a frequency, and the universe reads that. So when we vibrate, when we have the frequency, when we use the energy of the divine that is within us, right? We reveal this divinity that is within us. Then all kinds of fabulous things come in because we are so in touch with the creative power of the universe. I love this quote that you probably only see a few lines because of the framing, from Meister Eckhart, who was a Catholic mystic in the, I think, 1400s, 1300s. Sorry, I'm not quite sure when that was. Great quote from him, which is, "The eye with which I see God is the same with which God sees me." Isn't that fabulous? The eye, and not just the eye as in those things in your head, but the eye of your mind, which sees God, which feels God, which experiences God. And you can change that term God into whatever term you like best for that creative energy in the universe, is the same eye with which this divine power sees and experiences everything that is happening in your life. Isn't that cool? That's what joy is all about. Joy is all about remembering this, remembering and communing with that creative energy, vibrating. That is joy. This is joy right here. This is the definition of joy, not happiness. Happiness has to do with an experience. I'm happy because this is happening, or I am experiencing this, or I am going to this, or I am with this person. That creates a happiness. This creates joy. Love this stuff. I'm going to bring on Caressa right now. She's got some words of wisdom, and she has the affirmative incantation for the week. And if I do it right, it'll also pop up once she gets to doing that. And she'll also have an affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment for us. And you know what? I've been rattling on. Let's take a moment and take a deep breath together and just slow things down. And then Caressa can come in with the energy she's decided to present this morning. Oh, and she is. Oh, something's working.
Hi.
Well, here we are. You take
Here we
it
are.
away.
All right.
I'll
Thank
step
you.
away.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Hello, everyone. Well, all right. So today, Reverend Jay's talk is about the universe being neutral. And I really can't wait to hear what he has to say on that topic. But it made me start thinking about what I felt about that topic. Excuse me. Here's what I thought. Sometimes we wake up and we think, I love my life. Everything is so great. I can't wait to embark upon my day. I love my job, my partner, my home, everything. It's et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes we wake up and we're like, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this situation? What am I going to do about my finances? Oh my God, my partner is driving me crazy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then if we bother at the end of the day to reflect on how our day actually played out, a lot of the times it probably ended up the way we thought it would in the morning. And especially if our habits of thinking are so ingrained that those thoughts just pop up automatically without us even planning it or thinking about it. So our realities, as I'm sure you have heard, are what we make them. Our lives, it has been said, are created by our belief system. Thoughts are things. Now, I know you've heard all these sayings. things numerous times. And I bet you probably say that you believe them. But do you? Do you act on them? Or are these merely comforting or comfortable sayings that you say to yourself to try to remind yourself of these truths when you're trying to reform your life? The universe is neutral. It is no respecter of any particular person over any other particular person. And it responds to whatever input it receives in equal measure. And if that is true, then why is it that some people seem to always be in the flow? Some people always seem to be manifesting. Some people always seem to be happy. I'm speaking bluntly because sometimes I think that we get a little lost. We get overwhelmed by the circumstances of our life, or sometimes it's not even just our lives, it's the circumstances of the world in general. And we lose track of what is actually the truth. The truth is that we are creating our realities. And if we decide to see only the negative, then that is what is going to show up. Now I can hear it now. I can hear it. How can I just ignore all those horrible things that are happening all over the world, that are going on in my own life, how can I avoid looking at my own situation? And I say it's all in the way that you look at it. You can choose to see the good and to know that you're always provided for, that you're healthy, that the perfect lover is waiting there for you,
Yes.
that your life is prospering. You can make a choice to be happy or to have joy, as Jay says, in the now, to be grateful. And you can, by doing this over and over again, start to believe it. Fake it till you make it. I'm sure you've heard that saying, right? I'm advocating that if you are having difficulty with this, making the choice to be happy, to be joyful, then fake it till you make it. Sometimes we get so caught up in all the words that we forget to take action. So Ernest Holmes in The Science of Mind on page 147 says, we set our own limitations. Do we desire to live in a world peopled with friends who love us, surrounded by things beautiful and pleasing? There is but one way, and this way is as certain as the sun shines. And he writes this in capital letters. Daily, we must control all thought that denies the real. Affirm the divine presence within us. There is then no limitation outside our own ignorance. And since we can all conceive of a greater good than we have so far experienced, we all have the ability to transcend previous experiences and rise triumphant above them. But we shall never triumph over them while we persist in going through the old mental reactions. Make it till you make it. I'm telling you. If nothing else works, try that. So our affirmative invocation today is, affirmative incantation is so apropos. So I want you to either go ahead and say it out loud right now with me as we go through it, and you'll see it up on your screen. But I'm going to go ahead and read it. My attention is completely on today, right now. Knowing I live in a limitless universe and I am limitless in it, I am living my authentic truth right now. In this limitless universe with limitless possibilities, I follow my soul's purpose boldly and bravely and manifest my best life with total freedom and my eyes open to the unending opportunities. I easily receive my abundance through my unique talents and abilities because my consciousness is awakened and expansive, and the universe always says yes to my beliefs. I believe in my authentic self, authentically creating a prosperous day. Excellent. So now take that. That is a really good one. Take that, post it up somewhere, say it every day, every morning, every night. If you like, that would be great too. Let's go ahead and know the truth together. So what I know is that there is plenty of joy, plenty of abundance, prosperity, everything that we could absolutely desire, want to manifest in our lives, everything that is for our highest good and the good of others, all of that is available to us right now. Right now, it is already there waiting for us. I know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, and I know that once we raise our vibration, as Reverend Jay says, raise our vibration and vibrate at the speed of the divine, or vibrate at the speed of joy, the speed of our knowing what we want and what we desire and knowing that we already have it, it manifests, it comes into reality. I know that. I declare that, and I affirm that for each and every one of us, for myself and for you. And just knowing that gives me that joy and that happiness that I seek. It is already present. It is all already here. I affirm and declare that we are powerful beyond measure, that we know what we want, we visualize it, we create it, we allow it to come into our lives. So with that, I can simply relax in that joy, in that knowingness, and be grateful. And I am so grateful for this knowingness. I'm so grateful for this abundance, this plenty that is in my life and in your life as well. So with that, I simply release my word because I know it's done. I know the law has already handled it. It is already taken care of. It is done. And with that, I can let go with gratitude. And we can all say together, and so it is.
Here I am. Yes, and so it is. I'm going to take Caressa out just for a second because, oh, wait. I already did it because Caressa and Steve are going to exchange places there. And I will wait till I see Steve wave his guitar at me. And he's got a new song for us this week or this month and this week. And I'm excited to hear it. I saw some lyrics. Oh, he just pointed at me. Let's go to Steve right now. See you in a few minutes. Enjoy.
Here we are. Happy Sunday. I've gathered you all here to listen to all I pledge. As I unravel my life with such mischief, pushing the edge. And I plead and paint with my heart, knowing full well right now's the best time to start. To seize the light, embrace the love, be here now. The purpose you bring to each morning spells out your day. And the songs you sing with no warning lead you the way. So desires and dreams erase the way. And open your eyes, it's never too late. To seize the light, embrace the love, be here now. And be here now. Be here now. Find wealth in the present, melt in the essence of what you can be all around. Taking you where you've never been. Just release all that you're holding in so you can seize the light, embrace the love, be here now. It's vital to take time to nurture your mind and soul. Make peace, taste joy, and be thankful with life that unfolds. memories that hold you down, and be the beauty of grace that surrounds and sees the light. Embrace the love, be here now, and be here now, be here now. You have to rapture the moment, capture and hold it, breathing the meaning you found, and investing it into belief. Gather strength, truth, and relief. As you seize the light, embrace the love, be here now. There's one thing I can't share with you, because I know each day is your garden of promise, anxious to grow. It's not hard to be the best you can be, as long as you are open and free to seize the light, embrace the love. Be here now, everybody. Be here now. Be here now. Rejoice in the meaning, all that you're feeling, engaging you to leap and bound. Head soar like a beam through the night, raging with speeds you exceed and excite. When you seize the light, embrace the love. Be here now. Be here now. That's it.
That's it. That's it. That's what he's got for us. Be here now. Did you get that? Be here now. Not over there, not over there, not up there, down there. Right here, right now. Don't worry about the future. Don't fret about the past. Be here now. New song by Steve Apperson. I'm so, I've said this before. I'm going to tell you again. So every week around Thursday, maybe Friday, I send to whoever is my sacred reader that week, and some weeks I don't have one, my talk title and a sentence or two about what I'm going to talk about so that they can relate to what's the theme is for the week and, find their own wisdom about that for themselves and to share with us. And it's so interesting how with very little information they get into what I'm about to talk about and in their own way say what I'm about to say. So I loved that Caressa talked about being blunt, because that's what I'm going to be this week. If I'm not blunt other weeks, I'm going to be blunt this week. And I think it's something that we all need to step into. I talked about responsibility this month, and that should be an impartial responsibility without an agenda, a responsibility idea without getting into a witch hunt. But let me get into what I want to talk about today. Talk title is Universal Neutrality and You. So, shocking as it may sound, and blasphemous as it may seem, it is still true, and here we go with the bluntness, God does not care. God does not care. Now, that doesn't mean God doesn't love you or me or anyone or anything else, for God is all love, unconditionally, without judgment. God is in everything, working through everything, as everything, with pure, unconditional love. You think your puppy dog has unconditional love for you? That's nothing compared to what the divine, the power, and the presence, love, light, whatever you want to call God, has for each and every one of us. The good versus bad stuff, the positive versus negative stuff, the love versus hate, or the good versus evil stuff, that's conditions. That's like I like to say, flavors of the human condition, the human idea, not of God. God doesn't get into evil or love. God just is. And God doesn't care what we do, what we did, what we have or haven't done. God doesn't even care what we will do. God leaves that up for us, each one of us individually, to decide all of that. It is our beliefs, along with our thoughts and our feelings, our imagination, all the things I talk about, that God works with, that the universe works with, that the law works with through this spiritual law of cause and effect that we are constantly talking about, which brings out our life experiences into fruition, into form, into an experience. God uses its power to manifest those things which mirror our beliefs. So the law, the universe, God is taking those ideas which we reflect out and mirrors those into our lives. And it's done for me, it's done for you, it's done for the Christian, the Jew, the Muslim, the atheist, the liberal, the conservative, for all living things. Plants, animals, even the planet itself are progeny of this energy, which we called God, or some other term. The important thing to know is that God doesn't care about what you may want, desire, or require, because if you believe you can have it the way the universe works, you can, and you will. You see, the universe is pure potentiality. It doesn't judge. It doesn't opine about what it is you have decided to have in your life. It's always listening. It always is giving. And it does it with more love, with a capital L, than you can ever imagine. Because what you believe, God and the law, accepts as what you want to have in your life, whether that is good, bad, or indifferent, according to what humans term things. God is all love. And yet, God doesn't care what you think. But you should. I should. You still with me? Good. Because I don't want you to be afraid of this. I don't want you to be afraid of this, being responsible for this principle. Because being responsible for this principle shouldn't be a scary thing. It should be an empowering thing. It should be an exciting thing. Like the universe, I am not here to scare or judge you. I am here to empower you. Well, not that you really require empowering, because you're already empowered by the power that made it all, created it all, God. You are already vibrating, if you so choose, at the speed of that divineness that you are. Now, I know it's tough to hear some of this stuff. It's tough to hear that you're responsible for your experiences through your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, good and bad. But I urge you to remove any shame, blame, or guilt from your mind and heart about that crap that may be or have been in your life, because that is not what being responsible about the experiences in your life is about. That's not what the responsibility stuff is about. It's not about being responsible. Oh my gosh, I did that, this or another, or I believed this, that, or another before, and look at my life. It's not about that. You may go through those thoughts, but that's not what being responsible really is about. This is not about going on a witch hunt into your thoughts and beliefs to find out what brought crappy things into your life. This is about being or becoming neutral about those past thoughts. Remember, I talked about witnessing your reactions to things, and your reactions to things many times are triggers from past beliefs, from old stories, from junk ideas. This is about being neutral about those past thoughts and reminding you that the power within you is there to turn all that around if you so desire to do that. Right on a dime. You can do that right on a dime. To focus on the now, to be here now, like the song said, to imagine and believe the better place, the best idea, the optimal condition. That's all there. That's the power you have to focus on the now and know that as you're focusing on that best idea, that optimal condition right here, right now, that's what's going to show up in the next second or the next day or the next year, whatever you have decided. There is a saying in New Thought that principle is not bound by precedent. And that means, corny but true, today is the first day of the rest of your life. So how are you going to use it? How am I going to use it? We have to decide right here, right now. Are you still with me? Even now, even after all that? Well, good. Good. Let's explore and reveal our power for good. And by the way, I totally realize, and it's probably not something I'm supposed to say, but I totally realize you've heard this stuff before. But are you doing it? Are you doing it deeply, daily, every moment? So, questions. Who are we? Why are we here? Why are we here? What are we here to do? So who, why, what? Who are we? Why are we here? What are we here to do? Questions pretty much everyone has asked at one time in their lives. I've asked it. I brought it up here probably many times. It's what mythology, philosophy, theology, and even science, even many folk tales and nursery rhymes try to answer those questions, or one of those questions. And here's my answer. It is our purpose. It is our purpose as human beings, as children of God, as individualizations of the divine, to happily and joyfully individualize this power right here, right now, during this lifetime, and to live our personalized earthly experiences for and through our divine selves, for and through our divine selves, to vibrate at the speed of the divine and reveal that divinity every single day, every single hour. That divinity that is within us right here, right now. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to do anything. It's already there. To bust through and soar and zoom into our greatest experiences, no matter what conditions are here right at this moment, no matter what conditions are there tomorrow, we can bust through, soar, and zoom through each of them to either upgrade a negative experience or upgrade even more a fabulous experience, or continue that fabulous experience. Now, Emmett Fox, of course, put it a little more succinctly, and he said, we are here on earth to express God, and true expression is what we call demonstration, because it demonstrates the law of being. Now, the law of being is that part of God within us, as us, always there with us, showed up right when we were conceived, and stays with us. Well, it was there before we were conceived, actually, and stays with us after we decide to depart from this body. Again, God doesn't care what we demonstrate or attract into our lives in this beingness. It is only concerned that we do it in mind first and believe it's happening. That's all he cares about, because it It is unconditional love. The universe has a neutrality to what we have decided to bring into our lives. The universe just deals with the hows. That's such a great thing to remember. We don't have to deal with the hows. The universe has set up this beautiful scientific system for achieving these hows, because the how the manifestation you have decided to have, how it's going to come together and show up in your life. Oh, yes, you take action. And that action, if you're listening well, will come through your gut, your intuition, and tell you, I need to take action. I need to make this phone call. I need to write this letter. I need to do that, this, that, or the other. Need to exercise. I need to call. I need to whatever. That is part of the law informing you through its work on the how, what you need to do to assist in the co-creation of what it is you've decided to have. And it directs you through the power of your mind with the what. The what. The what is what you decided to have. What is it you decided to have? What have you decided to have? That's the idea that the universe is going to work with to create the hows, to bring that idea into form, as they say, or into your experience. Your thought, your idea, is backed by a feeling or feelings, which then develops that idea into a belief, into a knowing. And the law reads that. The law hears that, however you want to phrase that. And it does its how thing, whatever that is, and then it manifests this belief into your experience. That's how it works. That's how it works. That is what God is all about, God and the law. Now, our word is very important. Our word is the cause. Our word, and this is a word with a capital W. It's not one word. It could be several sentences. Our word is the idea. Our word is our imaginative use and creation of this idea in our mind and thus in our belief system. Our word is the igniter. Our word is the paint or the clay which goes into the law, which then creates the conditions to produce that thing or experience that idea that you want, that you have decided to have. Even the Bible tells you that stuff. Yeshua said, therefore, I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Does ye get it? It's so exciting. It's so exciting to know how this universe works and how we can work it. We're here to work it, baby. And you may not like this, but when things go rotten or when people are bad, it's the same spiritual law, the law of cause and effect, or the law of attraction, or the law of, this goes by many names, but the law of cause and effect. It's the same spiritual law working for them as when they are pure and righteous or things are going great. Why? Because God doesn't care what you think. God is neutral about these ideas. You want to bring crappy things into your life, believe crappy things are going to come into your life. I can hear it now because I'm being so blunt. This guy is out of his cotton mind. This is the work of the devil he's talking about. Must be Beelzebub speaking through him right now. Well, think as you will, because it affects me not. And why? Because I believe what you think of me is none of my business. And like the Four Agreements tells us, I don't take the time to take things personally. So if you want to believe that, have at it. I can safely say this because I know that only my thoughts, my opinions, my feelings, and ultimately only my beliefs can affect my personal experience. God is just waiting to hear what I, and you, of course, in your life want to do or want to happen. It waits for the idea and then accomplishes it impersonally, impartially, with neutrality, and with the most care, and most importantly, with complete love. It's complete love because God believes that you believe that you want that. The only evil possession is the one you have decided to embrace. You want to be possessed? Go for it. You want to be exorcised from some possession? Ask. Better yet, believe, and it shall be done. And it should be done through your conscious use of the infinite power that resides within and cannot ever be removed from you. And that is God, the unconditional, loving God, the divine, Phil, whatever you want to call it. Now, I'm not advocating for anybody to have evil thoughts or deeds. Of course not. That is not a loving universe, and we live in a loving universe. And if you want to play opposite games in the loving universe, then that's what's going to come back to you. Have at it. I'm not advocating either thoughts or deeds, and nor is God by being neutral, nor is God by its neutrality. God is for good, and God is all love. Good and love will always prevail in the end. Why? Because that evil person, that evil experience will be over. It'll end. It'll go away. Maybe the person will die or move away or get bored with you. You decide for your life the percentage of each, the percentage of positive life experiences or negative life experiences. I know this stuff's hard. I know this stuff can seem hard. And I get it, because when, dumb things happen in my life, I'm like, well, who asked for this? I certainly didn't consciously ask for this, but something in my belief system allowed that negative experience to show up in my life. And I need to figure out what I need to focus on so that doesn't happen again. Like, you want a new car or better your relationship with your family or whatever, find that dream job, mate, or house. You believe it, you will achieve it. There's another saying in not just New Thought, but other modalities, believe it and you will achieve it. God wants that for you. God will provide that for you, but only to the degree that you have decided to believe it. And don't feel bad when something shows up that got filtered through your belief and not quite how you believed it. It's okay. You can change your focus and have things come out better. Because if your thoughts and beliefs fall on the life sucks and I suck in it, I never have fun or money or love or anything good in my life or some version of that, in its neutrality, God will be most accommodating in providing that experience for you. So watch your words, watch your self-talk, watch what sneaks in when you're meditating or in prayer. Because to the universe, that is the good, with what they call the capital G versus good, which is a positive experience that you desire. It's all good to God. It's all love to God. And the universe just wants to provide, wants to experience a fabulous life through what you have decided is a fabulous life, whether that's positive or negative or some combination. Let me close with this. What do I mean by this title, by this talk title, Universal Neutrality and You? The power, your power, is in your word. And I use the term word in a capital W, meaning what you say to yourself, your self-talk, what you say to yourself about your beliefs. And God doesn't care the word you speak, but you should. Because through its neutrality, the universe listens and co-creates through its unconditional love what it is you have decided to focus on, imagine in your life, and feel and believe is true. And then eventually that shows up in your life. So choose your words wisely. Choose your beliefs wisely. Choose what you focus on wisely. Oh, powerful one. Because I can't wait to see what you have in store for yourself next. Thank you so much. Namaste. So, that's me being blunt this week. Take it to heart. Let it soak in. And let us know this together. Close your eyes with me. Take a deep breath. Let us know this. There is one power in the universe. We call that by many names. That power is revealing itself through us as an individualization of that energy to be, in our experience, that which we decide to have. And this is what I know for each and every one of us. Take a deep breath again and know this with me. I focus on love. I focus on abundance. I focus on prosperity. I focus on health in my body temple. I focus on affluence. I focus on influencing myself to only be in the thought of my greatest good. Right now, tomorrow, and all my tomorrows. That is what I focus on. Knowing, not in any sort of fantasy way, but knowing in an intellectual, logic, and heart-filled, heart-centered way that I am prosperous in each and every part of my life. This is what I know right here and now. And not only do I know it, I can be appreciative and grateful knowing that the universe supports me, that God supports me in my word. This is my word. I accept it. I release it. And I know it shows up in my life. As together we say, and so it is. Hallelujah. Amen. Omen. Om Shanti, 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 as they say. My friends, we're going to end our gathering this morning. I'm not going to end on a song. We've ended on a spiritual mind treatment, a knowing today. And what I know for you is what we spoke of in that spiritual mind treatment. Enjoy your life. I'm enjoying it for you, but I would love to enjoy it with you. Have a most blessed week. Don't forget, you can give us a love offering on Venmo and various places on on PayPal. One of the pals is your pal and our pal. And we thank you so much for joining us this week. Of course, I thank Caressa and Steve and them joining us and bringing their wisdom, both in word and song. It's been a great morning. And now we're off. Have a fabulous day. Namaste.